name is John Doherty. I am really proud to be a part of Escuela de Educación, Especial. At the present time, I am the president of the board of trustees. We started in 2011 and then opened the doors in 2012. So we've been at this particular school, helping this little school, about 3 years since we started to find a property, hire staff, raise some money, so on and so forth. It's a magical little place. There's a great group of people helping these special kids. It's a real school, and although there's foreigners involved, it's really a school for Mexican kids run by Mexican staff for Mexican families. It's a real deal school. It's still in start-up. There's still a lot of work to be done, but the support from the community, not financial support, but the support has been fairly strong because there is a real need, and there's nothing like it anywhere else, either in San Miguel or in the state of Guanajuato. We've been mentored by a large deaf school in Mexico City because they see the potential and the need here, and they're working with us and training. We've been supported by colleges, deaf and blind schools throughout the States. In fact, they're sending people down, interns, to work with our staff and our children here. The children, not our children. So it's amazing what the opportunities are. The trick is to keep it going, and the trick is to keep it going properly. The goal here is to develop something that is long-term sustainable for the deaf community. It's a happy place. The staff here are great, from the lovely women in the kitchen that prepare lovingly some food for these kids, to the teachers that do such a wonderful job for little money, to the board of trustees, to the lady who maintains the property, and the young man that comes and does some clean-up in the gardens. It's a nice, warm place for these kids to feel comfortable and to develop. The government, the Mexican government, felt for the longest time, and although it's changing a little bit, that special needs kids should be integrated. So they don't really truly recognize a school like this. In fact, for us to be registered with the Secretary of Public Education, it's become quite a challenge because they don't know what to ask of us or what rules or regulations to put in place, because there's nothing like this. So we're working through that, but they don't offer any funds. They've been trying to offer some materials, books, etc., that we will gladly accept, but even that's a challenge. These kids can attend a regular public school, sit in the corner with a coloring book and crayons, and the families through a program called Oportunidades will receive a small stipend each month, which is the government's way of encouraging youngsters to go to school. Families to send their youngsters to school, but they don't do the same for a special needs school. So we have actually 1 or 2 kids that will attend a regular school in Dolores Hidalgo 1 day a week to get a little money, and the child just goes to school and sits in the classroom and learns nothing. The confidence level for these kids was very low. Their education, I mean, we're working with kids in the 20s and 30s that have a grade 4, grade 5 education because they sat in the classroom. They were marginalized, and the teacher had no skills to work with these young people. So their education was very low. They felt that they were quite different in many ways, not just because they couldn't hear, but because they didn't have proper education or proper support. So it's not a good thing. And the youngsters here, it's quite amazing in 2 years. It's a little brief story. We have one young woman that when she came here, she didn't want to come to school. She really didn't want to leave home. She was quite unsocial. She really didn't know how to work with her contemporaries as well as adults. And on occasions when we did a field trip, this young woman would hide in the bathroom. Before she would go out and sit in the car with a group of people and go to visit something, be it a ranch or be it education facilities such as Bicentenario or other things she didn't want to go. Well, we did a recent musical concert, a benefit concert that we were held by many good people, and this young woman who was up on the stage in front of 300 people signing What a Wonderful World. And that's kind of special. That kind of makes a whole lot of this stuff worthwhile in terms of seeing the development of children. So she's here now. She comes only 3 days a week because her mom and dad can't afford the other 2 days. But she comes regularly, and we're hoping, with little luck, one of a Rotary Club in Alaska has offered to provide some funds to pick up the extra 2 days bus fares for a mom and three students for 2 days. It's about $2,000 a year, $2,500. But at this point, there's no funding from the government. Most of the funding is private, either donors, benefactors that see the work that's been done here by many people, some church groups, and Rotary. Many people said, oh, go and see John's school. Well, it's not my school. It's not our school. It's the school that belongs to these youngsters. And it only functions because of the nucleus and the energy of a whole lot of people doing good things.